If you've spent any time on YouTube Shorts this year, you already know the cookie.
Qué bonito.
The crying, screaming, soap-eating biscuit that took over the feed and refused to leave. A lot of you have wanted it gone for months. So, here's the news. As of this morning, the man who made it has virtually deleted his entire channel. What was once teeming with life has now been wiped. Every video, his photo, gone. 95,000 subscribers and nothing left to show them except one very saddening final message. His other accounts across other platforms seem to have been wiped too. Instagram down to no posts, Twitch gone dark, Spotify bare. But what about the filter itself? The thing that started all of this? Did the cookie creator do what the Flappy Bird creator did and remove his own creation from the internet to save his mental health? The answer is yes and no. It's complicated, but we'll get to it. Firstly, to understand how we got here, and why none of it is actually the creator's fault, the whole thing starts, of all places, with the biscuit itself. This is a cookie. It's crying what looks an awful lot like blood, holding 3 jars hostage. Its eyes, its happiness, and a friend. Quick reminder to hit subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. Thank you. Emotional blackmail from a biscuit aimed at kids. And it worked 142,000 times. And people are trying to get rid of them and failing. As this user says, it's genuinely impossible to avoid these types of videos. I tried to block their channel, dislike the video, scroll past, but it still doesn't work. I literally pressed not interested on every single one, and I still get this slop. They're not doing it wrong. The off switch just doesn't work, and I'll come back to why. Firstly though, what is this thing? Well, it's a filter. You point your phone at your face and it turns you into a cartoon cookie, like a Snapchat dog filter if the dog were having the worst week of its life. A bloke called Swimknot made it in February 2025. His channel bio said it with a little star either side. YouTube Effect Creator. Yes, that's the title he proudly gave himself. 17 million videos have used his cookie since. Let me be really clear on this. A person made this filter by hand. Swimknot didn't make it weird, mind. He just made a cookie. Other people added the soap eating, the crying, and turn down your sound for this next one, the screaming.
Hi, Amanda.
Hi!
What's your favorite animal?
Tiger!
Want to hear a tiger roar?
Yeah!
This video is tagged cute, funny, and kid-friendly. It's none of those. As this person says, this is why aliens don't visit us. Lots of the cookie slop videos have a sound known as ASMR. Yes, it's close-up mouth sounds that some people love, and the rest of us would pay good money to never hear again. You'd think the man behind 17 million videos would be doing alright out of it. You would be mistaken. Swimknot makes nothing. Not much. Nothing. And he even seemed to say so himself. I have 83k subscribers. Here are some questions. Am I monetized? No. Are you verified? No. Are you in the YouTube program? No. TikTok pays its filter makers up to 14 grand a filter. YouTube pays him 0. So he does the only thing he has left. He sells t-shirts. A print-on-demand cookie tee off his own channel because the company earning off his idea won't share a penny. And the maddening thing is that people genuinely seem to love what he made. And no, I didn't misspeak. Some people honestly like it. For a lot of kids, and they are kids, you can tell from the accounts, the cookie was their way in. W Cookie Creator Man, that's the only reason I have 187 subs. Man, I love you. I love the cookie filter. I love it. It's a 10 out of 10. I beg for you to keep going. I love it because I started a channel called Cookie Tube. Because of the cookie filter, people got their first subscribers. They made their first videos. It was literally the first time anyone watched the stuff they made. But the creator was not only screwed over by YouTube, he received abuse. I'm getting attacked by mean comments for making the cookie filter. I maintain a positive space on this channel. Harassment and hate speech will not be tolerated and will be blocked and reported. Stay positive. All this man did was make a face filter. He's paid nothing for it, and he's getting savage at his own comments by name over a flood he didn't plan and can't switch off. He's one person in the story who did nothing wrong. It's not his fault that kids are using it to be annoying. I mean, that's just what kids do. So, who is cashing in and who let it happen? Same answer both times. YouTube. They built the tool that Swimknot used. It's called Effect Maker, so anyone could make filters because TikTok and Snapchat already had one and were eating YouTube's lunch with it. Their own channel with over 10 million subscribers ran an advert teaching people to create simple effects like these. This is a site that spent 20 years being the place you went to instead of Snapchat, busy turning itself into Snapchat. And a filter, once it exists, is reusable. One cookie worn by millions forever for nothing. Swimknot planted a seed. The forest was never his idea. You see, YouTube is meant to learn what you hate. You hit not interested, you block the channel, you scroll past fast, and yet none of it works. I'm at a loss for words because this cookie filter is incredibly annoying. I dislike every single cookie filter video I encounter, and even when I press not interested, they still appear on my For You page. It's the most frustrating thing ever, because the algorithm doesn't actually care whether you like a thing. It cares much more about whether you stop scrolling. Sometimes when you see these cookie filter videos, you can't quite believe what you're seeing, so you pause. And the pause is the only vote that counts. On YouTube, hating it lands exactly the same as loving it. The dislike button, in effect, does nothing. As this user says, cookie filters are genuinely just noise pollution. And the ones who lose are the ones who are genuinely trying to make something good. Indeed, one of them got worn down enough to use his own voice for nearly the first time, just to say his piece.
I'm so freaking sick of the freaking cookie filter. Kids use this freaking filter in every freaking video they post and happen to garner so many freaking views. And the kids making the most annoying sounds in the world with this cookie filter. Like a cookie getting hurt and it starts screaming like, ah!
A kid whose own videos go nowhere, while the Screaming Biscuit gets millions. Which brings me to a theory. And I'll call it a theory because I can't prove it and won't pretend to. To YouTube, these filters are the product. They built the tool, they advertised it, they want this to be their next big thing. So, when you beg the feed to stop and it serves you another cookie, the simplest read is that YouTube has a thumb on the scale, pushing the thing it's betting on. If that's right, using the cookie filter is the purest hack there is. You're feeding the machine exactly what it's been told to want. And the machine feeds it straight to children. Here's the kind of really weird thing, it's pushing at toddlers.
Mama, я пупсик! Привет, пупсик!
We built the most powerful broadcast system in human history, put it in everyone's pocket, and used it so a biscuit could announce that there's a poop to 179,000 people. We've actually seen this exact film before. A couple of years back, the great YouTube plague was the green screen kids. Green screening their own face onto the corner of somebody else's video, adding nothing, taking the views, stamping their channel name on the top. 2022 to 2023, green screen kids. 2026 cookie filter virus. The green screen kids happened because YouTube built the tools, watched a trend at Swallow the Feed, and did nothing to stop it. They were asleep at the wheel. The cookie, on the other hand, is YouTube wide awake with both hands at the wheel. They literally built the Effect Maker. They basically ran an advert on their own 10 million subscriber channel telling people to create simple effects like these. They want this. They're betting on it being the next big format and steering the feed straight at it. And then there's the money. YouTube would tell you if they paid the people making these effects. They announce every payout going, 50 billion to creators in 3 years. They'd hire a skywriter. And yet, they never once mentioned paying an effect creator a penny. YouTube asks people to build the effects, pumps them out to millions of kids, and keeps the lot. And they've already got the sequel loaded. Meet the strawberry. It'll run the exact same course the cookie did. But the cookie has one last turn left, which brings us back to the man who started the whole thing. The last 2 posts on his channel went up the day before it emptied. First, a new filters announcement, with a line tacked on the end. He'd taken one of the characters out, the yellow emoji 1. I deleted, he wrote, sorry. A grown man apologizing to the internet for a face filter. And then the story gets even sadder. Then, more recently, the post we saw earlier. He was getting attacked by mean comments and he asked everyone to stay positive. That was the last thing he put up. But since then, he's actually been back to that very message. And he's cut the whole post down. The attacks, the harassment, all of it, gone. 2 words left where it used to be. Stay positive. These 2 posts, and all the others, are actually still up. Everything around them, though, is gone. All 436 videos. His photograph vanished. Indeed, this was the channel earlier this year. His face, a banner begging, "Help me reach 100,000 subscribers. Thank you, gracias." A row of Mario Party videos he made with a mate. A Christmas effect. He had 73,000 subscribers back then. He was on the way up. He was proud of his channel. And yet, this is his channel now. No photo, no videos. And even the description, the field that did read YouTube effect creator, a little star on either side, now sits blank. The one title he ever gave himself, the thing he billed himself as above all else, deleted by his own hand. He climbed to over 90,000 subscribers, so close to the number he'd written on his own banner. And then, tragically, he'd switched it all off before he even got there. One of the most used effects on YouTube, made by a man you now can't even find. Behind a grey page that reads, "This channel doesn't have any content." So the man is gone. But what about the filter itself? 3 weeks ago, Swimknot put up a post chuffed with the success. Cookie hits 56,000 on TikTok. He was indeed proud to have created the effect. Open that TikTok effect today, however, and it reads as "page not available." The cookie's gone from TikTok. Bizarrely, that's the platform that actually pays its effect makers. And yet, on YouTube, it's still there. 17 million videos, the effect live is still credited to Swimknot on the very morning he wiped himself off the same site. YouTube gets to keep and profit from the cookie filter, while the man who made it is nowhere to be found. None of this was ever Swimknot's fault. He was simply the best there's ever been at the one thing YouTube asked people to do, make effects, and yet that's what finished him. The cookie lives on. The filter lives on. The man behind it has fallen. And on that rather ominous note, here's till next time. Snipe, snap, out.